perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, alert 3. Out. You got to go, baby.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Slam. Tight dog.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 3. 36. Hey, Ridley.
And to give this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Attack! Pilot, 64, weak. Wazoo, fellas, let's go. March 50. Blue there. Mike 50. Squeeze, double.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 99.
Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mayfield now from the 50. He finds Beckham complete. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He finds his target. Beckham.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 43. Attack. Hey, let's go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch twist.
Run. King.
Mike 5-9. Hey, keep it up.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Mike.
180. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe, defense.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59.
Alert.
Alert 3.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. shotgun handoff to Brown here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check. Check. Hot.
Real.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch.
Hurry! Hey, alert! Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Hey, alert!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check 24. Check 24. Shoot. Wide. Get wide.
Real. Hurry.
Sick guy.
Hey, wahoo.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Under 10.
Hurry. Shot.
Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Jim.
Run.
44. Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Good. 180.
Watch the slam. Slam.
King. My God.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Pirine. Running right through him. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check your hot read.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2 times. 3 down. Check.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's brought in by Harris. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes to throw once more. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mayfield now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down.
Mike's 59. Come on. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
It's south, baby. That's baby south. You go tight.
Alert, 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 alert.
You got tight right there.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike's 56. Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
I'm scared.
61, matchbox lights.
On second down now, it's Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Pistol.
56. Mike, 56.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, we got 3 down.
From the 22, Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Attack!
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mahomes now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Check. Fresno.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they try the right side here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We